Amid war in the Middle East, volatility in global markets and growing nuclear tensions, an old question is once again taking center stage. Could Iran's frozen billions now become the key to a broader understanding between Washington and Tehran? For Iran, access to these funds is undoubtedly critical. For the United States, however, the issue goes beyond diplomacy. It has become part of a broader strategy to contain instability in the Middle East. For weeks, Iranian parliamentary speaker Mohammad Ghalibaf has insisted that sanctions restricting access to Iranian assets held abroad must be lifted before meaningful negotiations can move forward. Washington once dismissed such demands outright, but shifting realities appear to have pushed the issue back onto the negotiation table. On one side, the United States is facing rising fuel prices and growing domestic frustration as prolonged regional conflict takes its toll. On the other, Gulf allies are increasingly eager to see tensions de-escalate and stability restored, particularly around the Strait of Hormuz, where uncertainty continues to threaten global energy markets. In that context, Iran's frozen assets are no longer simply an economic matter. They have evolved into a major bargaining tool. According to analysts, Washington wants Tehran to surrender its stockpile of roughly 400 kilograms of enriched uranium and shut down key nuclear facilities. In return, Iran could regain access to as much as 25% of its blockaded assets. But analysts also believe Iran is unlikely to abandon either its uranium stockpile or its demands over frozen funds anytime soon. Tehran understands that its nuclear capability remains one of its strongest negotiation cards. That is why Iran appears to be pursuing a middle ground approach, reportedly seeking access to a smaller portion of its frozen assets, estimated at around $12 billion. Meanwhile, Qatar has emerged as another critical player in the equation. The $6 billion transferred from South Korea to Qatar in 2023 as part of a prisoner exchange deal is once again under discussion. Qatar is now acting not only as a mediator but also as an active force pushing for regional stability. Gulf states understand that if tensions between Iran and the United States escalate into direct confrontation, the first shockwaves will hit the region's economy and energy exports. At the same time, Washington remains divided. Some American security analysts argue that any sanctions relief or access to frozen assets could ultimately benefit the IRGC. Yet, Iran itself is also under severe economic pressure. Taken together, what is unfolding at the negotiation table is no longer just about ending a war, but about shaping the future balance of power in the Middle East.